I like my dress. This my the CPS worker said she liked it because I look vintage. I wore it with some white sneakers. Cause okay, check that out, y'all. I love this. And guess where I got it from? Ross, where they keep trying to gay stalk me. And I said I don't care how y'all gay stalk me. If from Target or Ross, I'm gonna still go and buy some stuff that I want. So yeah, um, I wanted to show you guys this because last night I fell asleep when these cards came out. I was doing a quick read on myself because, anyways, interrogation, public announcement, and test came out. And I feel like that was a message for me, but perhaps it could be helpful for someone else. Um, I'll get into that in a minute. Here's stress and strategy. Came out sideways last night. First card that came out from the Pantha deck, the Oracle deck, was stress, and I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not the one who was stressed anymore because I was stressed when this CPS investigation was initiated. But due to the allegations, I figured out very quickly it was obvious that it came from my therapist, and that's sad and shameful because these are people that you're supposed to be trusting to keep things confidential, but instead he started behaving differently. Like I said in other videos, when he tried to like be authoritative, like dictate what happens. Like there were some things that had happened. I spoke about it in the comment section somewhere on another video, but my YouTube is private. Not private as far as not in the public's eye, but it doesn't have my real name on the channel. And I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, and I'm not even saying his name or the firm that he works with here in Oregon. But and I was waiting for a certain thing to happen to see if they had been watching me illegally by either whether he was using a form of witchcraft to watch me using monitoring spirits or hacking my phone or whatever, seeing the conversations I'm having with other individuals. Because it's not just public officials who have the capability to hack people's phone. I mean, come on, guys. It's been on the internet that there's other people who have the capability of hacking your camera in your house via your Wi-Fi or some other source, your Bluetooth, and spying on you. And I do have cameras in my house, but I turn them off when I'm home. You most of the time, unless I'm letting it watch my son, like if he's in another room and I'm in the living room reading or something, I can just glance over at my phone and see what he's doing and also hear and talk to him. But usually, like I have it off, especially when I'm walking around naked and stuff, because um, and I did notice on one of the cameras it said that by law it had to be able to be interfered with. So just pay attention to that too. I'll maybe one day show that on the camera if I still have the box for it, if it's not on the camera itself that I have, but I have like two different cameras from the same company. One is like a 360. But anyways, a good friend of mine gave me this tarot mucha, and the main card when I used it last night after I sprayed the water that she makes on my hands, uh, I guess it's like a Florida water, but her version it smells so good too. But anyways, this Nine of Wands came out, and I'm not really good at the reading of these type of cards because I don't know all of the meanings yet of these regular cards. That's why I'm a baby in this, guy. So that's why I got these ones with the pictures on it. But I looked it up and it said Nine of Wands, and it mentioned something about someone that a figure that appears weary in battle, but still ready for battle or something like that, and that all opposition will be defeated. So that was a great sign because these cards came out last night, well, earlier this morning, right before I fell asleep around 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe like 3:30 a.m. And it's now like noon, I think. But I woke up around 6:30 or 7 in the morning, and then I woke up and then I laid back down and fell asleep again, close to when the CPS investigators were supposed to be coming over. My lawyer said I nailed it, uh, the way I went about the investigation, and they don't seem like there's no issues, but they just want to go double check and see some other things from the previous case when I was sent to the psychiatric hospital. But anyways, I already know that I'm not like crazy like that, and there were some other circumstances going on with people harassing me. The police chose to not listen to me when I was saying that because I'm allegedly back then was the crazy subject, which is understandable for people to think that someone's crazy, but don't go lying and twisting stuff they said, which is in this case, my therapist, he took something I said in confidence to him because it was supposed to be confidential, and it didn't say, it wasn't nothing concerning hurting or harming anyone. So he took things I said, and the allegations that was reported, it shows that he lied. He basically twisted something I said. He said that I said that my family was in some sort of cult, and and that is not what I said. And he said that I said that my family was watching me. Why would I just tell you that my family is watching me? And even if I did say that, I'm pretty sure he took it out of context because I don't ever recall saying that my family is watching me. And if he wrote that down, that was, he didn't say it in its entirety, because I'm sure there's things I've said about my family, but it was not that my family was watching me. If anything, I would have said that my family had other people watching me, not that my family was watching me. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? And then there's some other stuff he said that you even my lawyer was looking like, Lord have mercy. And this is a Caucasian American European woman. She's fantastic. um I won't say her name right now, but until the investigation part is completely over. But they already interviewed me and stuff, and I guess they're checking up on some other things. And I'm just still speaking out because no public officials right now. I can't tell them these things, and there's other people obviously who go through gang stalking harassment that understand where I'm coming from. So that's why I'm speaking about it here, but not in a victim mindset. Like just to share the foolishness of the links that people go to try to hold set you back. Um, in some kind of way to like dictate some type of power authoritative feeling, like they're egoistic. Like my attorney, not my attorney, but my therapist, he was like, he's kind of narcissistic, and he was mocking me about some of the stuff I was telling him. That's why I knew that he was starting to be an issue. I should have, that's why I should have listened to my feeling and canceled it with him back in January. I was going to cancel it out because that's the reason why we had a period where for a month we stopped seeing having sessions. And he said he was tired of me canceling them because it was about 3 times that I canceled, but it was due to all the other stuff I was going through, like classes and work and the schedule changes. And instead of like keep going back and forth canceling, we thought it was best to just cancel for like a month or two around the holiday season, and then just start back again some point in January. And that's what we did. It may have been at the end of January or starting in February where we resumed therapy sessions. But I started noticing he was like having some cocky, arrogant attitude with me, and it's like, like if I cancel the session, he told me at once before he don't want it on Thursdays because it's outside of office hours. But then when I cancel a way ahead of time about because I had something coming up on a Wednesday when I was usually having therapy sessions on Wednesday, then he decided to force, like, to make me do a therapy session on Thursday, allegedly out, like, according to him, outside of office hours. And I told him I don't want him to have to do it on Thursday outside of office hours if it's going to be, because I didn't want to inconvenience him. But then he was doing like this power stroke thing where he was like, no, can you do it on Thursday? But I was like, yeah, I was gonna say no, but I saw what he was doing. It's like, I'm not explaining it very well here because I don't want to make this video too long. But anyways, he was trying to use a strategy and cause me stress, but now he's stressed because it's backfiring, because I told him I'm going to make a complaint because he took something I said. He twisted, not only did he twist my words and lie, but he initiated a CPS investigation, which further caused me stress. So he did more harm than help. And they're going to say he made the right calls to, it sound like somebody did the right thing, making a call just to make sure. But people use those type of things, their position of authority, to like get back at someone, which is what he was doing, because he started to basically get intimidated by my intelligence and the fact that I was starting to recognize him doing things that were off in our sessions. So he thought he was going to try to get back at me by making some sort of false report and have CPS make it look like he had a genuine concern, legitimate concern, but it was not. So, and my lawyer, she's very helpful. She's very peaceful about it. She's doing like she did before. and making sure that these people are not trying to trap me. And that's the reason why I made this card this way, because I found out about in the past. I can't remember that man's name. He used to be, and he reminded me, he might be somebody from Stars of the Bazaar, but he's a dude who was in the industry, sort of involving with people in the industry, the entertainment industry, and then he was started revealing some of the lies and etymology and some other like word magic. That book I was referring people to called word magic, so you can see how letters and symbols of words are like basically writing is even witchcraft, but it's spelling. So people know that, and sometimes people abuse that. And so anyways, that's why I wrote test this way, to remind me is a test can also be like a trap, because I learned that from that guy. It's the man who was talking about it's a melanated man, and years ago, I think back in 2017 or sooner than that, I had come across his channel. I think it was maybe 2016. I accident one day came across his channel. He was teaching about how they name medications, and they do pharmakia, is that what they call it, when they do rituals, not rituals, but they do spell work, and it's like witchcraft basically. I mean, that does sound woo 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 to you guys saying that, but it's magic basically what these people do. Witches know shit. They even have videos of ex witches confessing what they had done. So y'all don't have to take my word for it. For those of you who might just be coming across this channel one day and be like, "Oh, this girl don't know what she talking about." Well, baby, I ain't trying to know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find out and make sure myself too. I'm not one of those holier than thou people that feel like they're always correct. So I'm open to feedback, by the way. So, anyways, this is a test that could be potentially a trap, and that's why I say, like, when people are testing me, I feel like they're trying to trap me. And not all tests are bad tests. It's Tests are good, I feel, in a way. But yeah, because the two T's on that word was a trap. It's symbolic. You can do further investigation, further research to figure out what I'm talking about. That's not what this video is about, really, but for me to be like trying to explain like how that makes sense, what I just said, just go do some research. You might be surprised what you find out for yourself. It'll be fun. Well, for those of you who have fun gaining new knowledge. But yeah, this strategy was came out sideways because he thought the strategy might work, but most likely it's not. He was wearing a mask, holding back. And this also goes for Malachi and Empire as well, because they were trying to cause me chaos with this natural disaster, but it's actually going to backfire. And even if I'm weary in a battle, baby, I'm still ready for battle. And I have my other ancestors and angels backing me up. All right? Yeah. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Love you.